welcome to my studio. I'm Jessie and this is the Knit Up and Dye podcast, episode 46, short and sweet. I'm cheating today as usual. I do have my show notes and they're posted on my laptop across the room. So I'm going to try and keep it together without staring blindly off into the distance. Short and sweet. This is going to be kind of a short episode today, but I really wanted to make sure that I got one in this weekend as I want to get back into the habit again. So, starting right out, as always, thank you to my subscribers, both new and old. Extra special hello to Susie and Debbie. You're new. Welcome. If there's something that you'd like me to talk about or demonstrate, let me know. I would love to do that for you. And warm regards and love, as always, to John in Australia, to David, Betty, and Sonia. It was so good hearing from each of you this past week. Thank you. So short and sweet. Why? Like I said, I want to be sure that I get back into the habit of doing this, but also it's already late in the day and I don't have a lot to show you. I did focus very hard this week on my projects. Most of it's been building kits for my upcoming trip to Unwound in La Crosse, Wisconsin in November, which I'm so excited about. Please, if you are in the La Crosse area, if you're going to be there, the dates I think are November 18th and 19th. I'm sorry, I don't have my calendar in front of me, but we have a lot of special events scheduled. Talk to the store, sign up, make sure you're there. I have surprises for you. I did not get to work on my blanket at all this week. I thought about it a lot, but I never ever actually picked it up because I was so busy working on another project. If you have been following me on Instagram, you've already seen it, but I wanted to show you today because I'm over the moon excited about it. I finished my sweater. See, it's not attached to anything. I am so excited. I powered through my second sleeve this week. Got that all done. There's one, there's two, and I just bound off the neck edge, the V-neck edge, and it fits. It fits. I love the color. I like the fit. I think the fit is good. It's one of those that when I raise my hands up over my head, which I'm an active person, when I bring them back down, it's not catching. It's falling back into place the way it belongs. My only meh about the whole project, when I went to pick up the neck, I discovered that I do not have a US 3 that was long enough for the pickup. I muddled through with a smaller needle, smaller length, not smaller size, and I got it done. But clearly I need to purchase more needles because, as my husband put it, I have more needles than a crack house, but clearly not the right size in everything that I need. And when I argued with him that I probably didn't need to buy this needle that I needed for this project because what's the likelihood that I'll knit another fingering weight sweater, he made that face that Kermit the Frog makes. And I'll be buying more needles. He's right. I'm likely to do this again. As fine as fingering weight is, as long as it took me to do this, I honestly didn't mind it. I like the gauge of it. I like the thickness of the overall material. I will probably knit another fingering weight sweater, and he's right. Having the right tool is the right answer. My only beef with this is that, and you can probably see it happening, my ribbing is curling, and it's curling a lot. I'm hoping that this will block out. I am scared. I'm scared. I think when I wear this, the neck lies okay, and the neck is okay. However, the hemline is curling horribly, and that bothers me. I do want that to lay flat. So, I'm calling out to all of my viewers, please, if you have any insight as to what I can do to make this lie flat if in fact blocking out won't fix it. I would love to hear from you. I'm of the mind that there might be a way to hand stitch in here and assist it in thinking that it needs to lie flat. I know that I could hand stitch a ribbon in and that should stabilize on the neck, but I don't know about the bottom hem. So please, if you have been in this situation before and you have any insight for me, I would love to hear from you. But it's done. It's done. I know you guys can see little threads hanging. My threads are still hanging. All my ends are woven in. I swear to God, it's really done. But for the blocking, and I prefer, it is in my experience that this is best, when you're going to block something, don't trim the tails until your blocking is done. Simply because when you trim the tail and then you block it, that tail can wiggle and worm and end up sticking out on the right side of your fabric. And we don't like that. We don't want that. So block then trim. But everything's woven in and I am super, super thrilled with it. It fits nice. The color's good. I would knit this project again. Absolutely. This was, for those of you that haven't been following along that are new, this is the Jen sweater by Josie Paquin. It has a broad size range. I did mod it up a little bit. The original pattern calls for a reverse stockinette for the sleeves, and she has exquisite instructions for knitting them basically inside out so that you're knitting rather than purling. I opted simply because of my personal preference and what I wanted the end product to look like. I did it in stockinette out. I did have to make the armhole depth just a little bit longer, and that's me. I happen to have a broad depth here. We change our sweaters to fit us, and I did not do the rounded bottom back hemline or the short row cuff hemline. I just did straight hemlines. Personal preference. That is not to say that there's anything wrong with the pattern. I think the pattern was exquisite. It's the second of her sweater patterns I have knit. Any of you who've been with me a long time know that I'm pretty sure I'm cursed, that I have a sweater curse, and that I have never knit a sweater that successfully fit that I loved. That's gone. We're calling it gone. We're calling it dead. This one's exquisite. The previous one I did of her pattern, I really like that one as well. I probably should have sized up one size on that. Again, personal preference about fit. And then there was the one sweater that I improvised, and that fits me very well as well. So 3 sweaters down. I have a pattern on deck I need to dye yarn for, and then I will be starting my 4th sweater. Yay! If you are like me and you believe that you are cursed and that you can't knit a sweater, please reach out. Tell me what is happening. Let's commiserate and let's see if we can't break your curse too. I would love to hear from you, and I would love to offer encouragement and help. There's not a reason in the world that you can't muscle through and get something that you love. It takes time, it may take practice, you may have to rip out. Lifelines are important, but anybody can do it. It's sticks and string. We can do this, and I'm proud to say I did. That is pretty much all I have for you today. Yes, it's an episode purely of bragging, but I wanted to share with you because you guys have been so encouraging, so supportive, so wonderful. You're very dear to me, and it means a lot to me that I did this significant, monumental task, that I overcame this, and I did it with your help. So thank you. That's it. That's all, guys. I'm sorry. Super, super short, but I got a lot I got to do. I will talk to you all next weekend. Have a great one. Go accomplish something that's blocking your world. Bye.